Here we are at the RV repair place, getting the roof fixed.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
You're
Yeah.
ready? Okay. We'll start up here by the entry door. A little bit of maintenance on this. You're keeping your locks lubricated. Use a graphite lube or dry lube. You don't want to use WD-40. It's not really meant as a lubricant as much as it is a penetrant to break rust-free. What happens is, and the reason for that is because it's a petroleum base, it's going to attract dirt and dust, which is just going to start wearing things more. So you want to use a graphite. And just stick the straw behind the little flapper, give it a shot. Same thing with your entry step. All your pivot points, you want to keep them lubricated. This is your furnace here. This is the back of the refrigerator.
What's this thing here?
That's just a
Like a guard or something?
well, no, it covers this
see.
up.
It goes up. Okay.
Right. This is the back of your furnace. So when this is running, this is hot. So if you have kids, they'll do it once. If you don't
For
have-
us.
It's more likely we'll do it a couple of times. And then
I would recommend keeping this over to this side. One, you're going to be away from that if it's ever running, and you're not in it. But if you're not using it, just keep it here. You're all good to go. These are just all your compartments. They fit in the heat.
Yeah, we figured that out the hard way. If the button doesn't push in, it's locked.
So there's your RV cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got stuff in there.
Okay. Yeah, we've kind of got this part squared away, but
Your batteries here. Yeah, exactly. And they got these batteries hooked up wrong. You should have jump wired. Not sure why they did it. It looks like they might have thought they were running out of room, but you want to have all your positives on this battery, all your negatives on this battery.
okay.
So they pull on the batteries at the same rate and charge at the same rate. If you've got all your positives here, all your negatives here, and then jumping across, you know you're just overworking this battery before this battery even was getting used. And nothing too different underneath here, just for your engine oil transmission. I want to check that. I took all the clearance lights off, and I think I told you about all the dirt and moss that was there, so I took those all out, cleaned them all out, and sealed them.
oh, and this is where the slide mechanisms are too. Did you have a chance to check the slide, by the way?
I did.
It's all right?
Yep.
Okay. We were worried we did something wrong because we parked it on an incline and opened it once without knowing.
No, everything was fine.
Okay.
These rams, though, what you want to do about once a year is run your room all the way out.
Okay.
And you'll have to get to it from underneath. But you want to spray it down with a solvent like mineral spirits and use like a Scotch-Brite pad, scrub it, wipe it off, and then, because what you're doing is taking all the road grime and oils off of it, and then spray that down with the graphite lube.
Okay.
Just to help maintain it.
Right, let's do that all at the same time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to hitch all your locks and do this about once a year.
I bet you it's never been done.
Oh, I'm sure it
You
hasn't.
think it?
That's what keeps me in business, though.
Hey, I work on teeth for a living. Same thing with people not getting their teeth cleaned.
And same,
Oh,
this
that
is your other
stays
ram
up by
here.
itself.
Yep.
Okay. Groovy. Oh, neat.
This is your outside shower. Now the thing with this to save you the headache now, is if you ever run your hot water heater and the water heater only just seems lukewarm, a lot of times what happens is you can turn the water on out here and shut the nozzle off here. So what happens is the water's mixing together right here, so you're only going to get warm water. People think there's something wrong, and they take it to places that will take advantage of them and tell them, oh yeah, you needed this and this and this. And
So we should always keep this off and that off.
Yeah,
when we're not
exactly.
using it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want you to get taken advantage of.
We don't need anything.
They do. Because, and you wouldn't know. They just come out here and undo it.
That's $50.
It's crazy. Okay. Is this where you fuel up?
Oh, that's our. Jesus, we didn't even know where our gas tank
No.
was. All right.
See, this was worth it.
So worth it. Oh, Lord, we're total rookies.
This is your
Oh, the generator.
generator here. Now you can start and stop the generator out here. Okay. You can start it from over here. Now this isn't like a starter on a car. You can hold that button down. A lot of people, what they do is it starts the fire, so they stop pushing the button.
Oh, hold it till it kicks.
Yeah, you're not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
This is your air filter here.
It's just like a car engine. It's got oil and the whole
Yep.
9 yards.
Your oil drain is right back here
Okay.
underneath, and then your oil goes in here. It's like a quart and a half for yours.
Okay.
Now this is your dump station.
This
where
is
your,
the mystery station
the
to
mystery
me.
station, but
Yeah.
the station you don't want mistakes at all. See, our big tube is the black tank. That's your sewer tank. The smaller one's your gray tank. That's coming from your shower and sinks. So when you go to dump, what you want to do is you're going to hook that hose on. I don't know how new this is. It's one thing if it's my dookie, but I don't want someone else's dookie.
I don't either, but I have gloves.
Yeah,
Grab your accidental.
go to a Home Depot and get one of their buckets that they have with a lid, and get a pair of gloves without any liner and a pair of boots without liners, and keep them in there. You can keep some rags in there, put the lid on, it stays in the unit. So if you ever do get a spill, you're covered. And with that, you don't want the liner because it'll soak into the fabric.
Mm.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Anyway, this comes off. This snaps on. You'd pull this. That's going to drain your black tank.
Okay.
And you always want to drain your black first. Use your gray water to rinse the hose out.
Got it. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes it pretty simple.
And so when we need water, we don't have a water tank in here, do we? Except for
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have to fill that up too?
No, if you don't want to.
But it'll get filled up when we like pull into the RV park and hook everything up.
Nope. We're almost there. It's right there. We're going to go to that in just a minute.
Okay.
This will probably end up being your compartment too.
Yes, I imagine it will be.
Now the thing that says sewer
You
hose.
can store a sewer hose in there.
Oh, gotcha. It's just storage.
But this is
Okay.
just a little 10-footer.
Alrighty.
And you're probably going to want to, I'd recommend having a 20-footer because you're not always right next to the dump.
Gotcha.
This is your water pressure regulator here. What this is going to do is, when you're in, especially when you're at a campground that might be housing 200 people, you're going to have an awful lot of pressure coming to those lines.
Okay.
So this will knock it down to 45 psi.
Okay.
Always want to use that. You got a light in here. Looks like you got a little bit of a bonus. You got an extra cord.
Oh yeah, there's extension cords in here.
Yep.
Groovy. And a phone jack. What?
And a phone jack, yeah. And you got
Oh, we can. That looks like to pump. Is that a pressure gauge?
a,
Look at all the little
you might have
surprises
had
we
a
in here.
portable air compressor or something.
Which we probably should bring mine.
This is a cradle for your sewer line. You can
Okay.
spread it out on the ground and it'll keep it from hitting valleys and yeah.
Oh, and there's a hose.
Another hose. A couple more fittings in there.
So now, you've got that plugged in.
To short cord, short power. That's where you plug in your 110.
So when we get to the RV parks and stuff, we've got this. But this is yours here.
No, this is yours.
Okay.
I think.
And that's how it converts to the. Okay.
I think I'll find out.
Okay.
And so yeah, this will just plug you into 110,
Okay.
and then that'll go to your converter, which will convert it to 12 volts.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is your water heater. The only thing maintenance-wise you'll be doing here is when you go get your dry lube, stop and pick up a cat flea collar or dog flea collar and tie it up over here. The reason is
You don't want spiders to get in there and stuff.
right, they'll build nests. That's what we blew out of there last night. That's why this is black, because of the soot.
Darn.
But if you put a little flea collar down there on this side that was away from the heat, it'll keep them out of there. this is where you're talking about with your water. If you want to fill your freshwater tank, that goes there.
Okay.
If you want to use, say you don't want to fill it because of weight, you're going on a long haul, then when you get there, you hook your hose up to here. You'll have the water from where you're at.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I recommend putting at least half a tank of water in there, because you can get some of these places and the water's just gross.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. This is the crank for where your spare tire is. There's probably in one of these compartments a tool that would slide in there and crank it down. Are you guys going to be using this?
I don't think so.
Not in the near future. We'll pull it off.
Not till
Yeah,
we
I'd
come back.
recommend getting it out of there, because any kind of very much of an incline, that's why this is all bent up,
Yeah.
you're going to be dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you forget about her backing in, you forget you don't have that extra 2.5
Oh,
feet.
right.
Punch a
Take
hole
out
through the garage door.
I could so see that happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get to go inside. So your water heater's on and off. Here, just click off. Now when you go to turn it on, if this red light comes back on, then it didn't ignite. Water pump is turned on right here. It's already on. I don't know on your stuff, but you can turn that off. You can start and stop the generator from in here.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So these switches are pretty sensitive. If you wiggle much at all, the room will stop.
Oh, okay.
So that's not us
probably-
doing anything wrong. It's just the way the
Right.
switch is. Okay.
Then kill your power when you're not plugged in. Kill it right there.
When you're not plugged in, kill it. Okay. Or
Yep.
if it's not running. Right.
Right. Okay. Your refrigerator,
Oh, yeah. Do we have to turn that on? That was...
that's just a press on.
Okay.
It's going went to auto, which is where you want to keep it. What it's going to do is it's going to go to 110 versus its main power source. If it doesn't read a 110 power source, it'll automatically switch to gas.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I say leave it there, a couple of reasons. One, if you're at a campground, you're paying $60 a night or whatever it is. Use their electricity. You're paying for it. Don't use your gas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of people, they think it's more efficient. It is more efficient, but why double dip?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Now you can put it on just gas. It'll go through its ignition cycle here. Here, like
Yeah.
okay. So that's all good. Put it back to auto. It'll go out. It's back on 110 already.
Okay.
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 And then everything back here is pretty
Yeah, that's all pretty
straightforward.
Yep.
Microwave straightforward. These, you don't have to lift these out and clean them too often because it's pretty much sealed. I kind of put that in
Oh, right.
a
It's
weird
right back
spot.
here. Yeah.
I was walking around looking for it, but it's pretty simple. It's just on. It's going to tell you what it's on. It's going to go to the fan. But your mode, you can just flip through here and it'll tell you furnace, AC.
Now, do we have to have the generator going or be plugged in?
For the AC you do, but not the furnace.